Hey everyone, we're here today to talk about a little bit of some courses here, including aviation, manufacturing, construction, and a couple others more. One of the first ones we're going to talk about is going to be covered by Bobby Waddle, and
Hi.
I believe it's going to start with Craftsman Trades. So I'm going to allow her to begin with that.
Okay.
I'm going to have to switch over here real quick because there it goes.
Oh, we can start with automotive.
Automotive?
Since
Okay, sure.
since that's the first one.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
just go. Okay.
For some reason, the hyperlinks didn't
It's
stay
okay.
on, but yeah.
Okay. So this is the automotive program. It's in the CATE Career and Technology Education Center here at CTC. All of our courses are like vocational skills trades courses or programs. So with automotive, it right now it is a lecture-based program. So you have to pick the classes that you want to take and then schedule yourself through WebAdvisor. The degree plans that are offered are automotive mechanic, an associate's degree, auto certificate, the automotive system specialist, the level 1 certificate, and the basic automotive technician, the level 2 certificate. So these certificates are stackable. So you start with the level 1 and you move your way up to the level 2, and then you finish, or you can finish with an associate's degree. Next slide. So for fall, we're offering Introduction to Automotive, automotive electrical systems, brake systems, suspension and steering, and automotive engine theory. So when you register for these classes, you can go on WebAdvisor and you'll be able to see these classes and take them for the fall semester. And these are lecture-based, so they're scheduled at a specific time and a specific day. Next slide. And then for our safety guidelines, all of our programs are going to basically be the same. We practice social distancing. Face masks are recommended, but they're not required. And of course, all of us will properly sanitize all of our areas, our workstations, the labs, computers, everything will be sanitized during the day as students come and go through the classes. And then for contact, the instructor is Benny Boyd. You can contact him, bboyd@ctcd.edu, and his number is 526-1334. So for our instructors right now, we're currently on a fall break, but we'll come back August 16th, which is a Monday. But the easiest way to get a hold of our instructors right now is probably through email. And of course, if you're interested in the programs, you'll come to or you'll contact our CATE Center advisors, which is kate.center@ctcd.edu. Okay, the next one, Craftsman Trades, our carpentry programs. So our Craftsman Trades program is competency-based, self-paced, so it's a little different than automotive. For this program, you can start on any Monday, so it's not stuck with like a specific date. So you can start any Monday and any times. This program is open from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. And the degree plans that are offered um, are the associate's degree, the building trades level 2, the carpentry trades level 1, and the construction trades level 1. And these are also stackable certificates. So you start with a level 1, move up to your level 2, and then your associate's degree. And so fall courses, again, you can start on any Monday. The class has to start on a Monday. And then typically, if you're a full-time student using VA or financial aid, you'll come for like 5.5 hours a day. And then safety guidelines, social distancing, same thing as automotive, face mask recommended but not required. And because this one is kind of open all day long, they will sanitize in between different different groups of students. As they're done using tools, they'll sanitize them and things like that. And then the instructor, his name is Ernest Finney. He's awesome. You guys will love him. His number is 526-1345. But the best way right now to get a hold of him is ernest.finney@ctcd.edu. But like I said, we're on a break, so contact the kate.center@ctcd.edu, and they can help you get a degree plan. Our diesel program. Okay, so diesel is also competency-based. This one is open, same as the building trades program, Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. And you can start on any Monday for this course as well. The degrees offered are the diesel engine technician and maintainer, the associate's degree, the diesel technician level 2 certificate, the diesel technician basic diesel tech level 1, and diesel system specialist level 1. And then for fall, you can start any Monday, programs Monday through Thursday, 1 to 10. And then of course, our safety guidelines, everything's good here, same as the rest of our programs. And then our instructor is Mr. William Bill Kirshner, 526-1524, wkirshner@ctcd.edu. And then computer-aided drafting. All of these programs so far, automotive, building trades, diesel, and computer-aided drafting, we are all located in building 253 East and West. So our whole building is connected if you wanted to come by for a tour. So computer-aided drafting is also in building 253 West. And they are also competency-based, and their classes start August 16th. So their degree plans are the associate's degree, computer-aided drafting and design, the level 2, computer-aided drafting and design, and the level 1, which is the occupational skills achievement. And their program hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then, of course, proper safety guidelines. Just like the rest of our programs, social distancing will be enforced, face mask recommended but not required, and proper sanitation of their computers and tools in there. And you can contact the CAD office at Sam Jackson is the instructor, sam.jackson@ctcd.edu. You can ignore the building 101. It's building 253 West, room 9A, 526-1233. So here you can see how many courses are on each certificate. So the level 1 skills achievement has 3 courses. Your level 2 certificate of completion is the 4 additional courses on top of the 3. So you can see how they stack into each other for an associate's degree, which is the 10 additional courses for this program. Heating and AC, so our HVAC program. So this one is also competency-based. The classes are available now. I believe some of these are lecture and some of these are self-paced. The degree plans are the associate's degree, heating, air conditioning, refrigeration, mechanic, repair, and then the level 2 and the level 1 air conditioning and refrigeration technician assistant, and the other level 1 is the residential heating, air, and conditioning. So returning students get to have their open enrollment to continue to your current degree plan. So this is where you can start on any Monday. So if you're a returning student, you can continue with that self-paced role, which for summer and fall hours is going to be Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then, of course, our social distancing. Our face masks recommended but not required, and they will definitely sanitize all the tools and air conditioning units and tools that students are around. And our two instructors, we have two, Mr. Jackson and Mr. Gehring. You can contact them at 501-3027 or 526-1115. Easiest way to get a hold of them is through email. And our welding program. Our welding program is competency-based, self-paced, so you get to start any Monday. This program is open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So they're open the longest out of all the programs. They have an associate's degree for welding, a level 2 welding technology certificate, a farm and ranch level 1, and then a structural level 1 and industrial welding transition for Fort Hood level 1. And their program hours, Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and you can start on any Monday.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then safety guidelines, everything's pretty much the same around the board. Face masks recommended but not required. Social distancing and definitely proper sanitation of tools and equipment. And then we have two instructors in welding, Jeremiah Edwards and Aaron Otis. You can contact them through their emails, jeremiah.edwards@ctcd.edu and aaron.otis@ctcd.edu. Aviation time.
There you go. Now my turn. Thank you, Bobby. So, my name is Abe Molina. I'm one of the flight instructors at the college, currently teaching the program. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of the program and what we can do for you here. So, as you can see, so you can obtain an aviation science degree, associate's degree at CTC, with the option of continuing to Texas A&M Central Texas for the bachelor's degree. CTC takes care of the flying part and, of course, some of the Common Core classes like composition and government. In addition to some other ground schools like propulsions, meteorology, aircraft science, things like that. I'll display the courses in a little bit. So why Central Texas College? We're an FAA Part 141 approved flight school. That means that we can have a reduction of certain flight time requirements for some of the courses, and also that we are associated to a college in addition to learning how to fly. So you get a little bit more content than just your flight certifications. We have a pretty good location. So right here in Killeen, next to Fort Hood Army Base, we have air traffic control, really friendly with our students. As a matter of fact, some of our students are air traffic controls themselves. So it's kind of fun to talk to them and get the other side of uh, what they think about us flying and things like that. We are in a very uncongested airspace, allows us to fly quite a bit. Let's basically focus on the actual maneuvers rather than spending 30-40 minutes trying to get out of busy airspace so that you can get maneuvers done. So you can get a lot of things done within a small period of time, which is more efficient and definitely most cost efficient as well. You will get to do cross country flights to Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, even Oklahoma. And the whole idea of this is to prepare you to be a professional pilot, meaning at the end of the program, you should be able to, you will be able to have the qualifications to get hired as a pilot. But if you wish to continue forming yourself for the airline pilot job, which a lot of people will probably be looking for, we still provide multi-engine courses, flight instructor courses that will allow you to meet the hour requirements and the certification requirements for that. This is the order that we recommend as far as the courses. There are certain courses that you have to take in a specific order, though. So ARP 1315 and 1417, for example, private flight and private pilot ground school. as you can see, they have basically the same name. So private is the name of the course. The ground school covers theory, and the flight covers the actual practical stuff. So you will have to sign up for the ground school at the same time or before you get into the private flight. It's an FAA requirement. Then you get other courses like aircraft science, aviation meteorology, and composition one. So this we put aviation meteorology here because we think it's a very important class to take at first. Aircraft science and composition is something that you can take in another semester if you want to. It doesn't have to be in that particular order. Intermediate flight and advanced air navigation, these two go together. Advanced air navigation is a ground course, and intermediate flight is the flight course. These are swapped actually. So, and I believe the last semester we started putting instrument as course number 2. So imagine this section, the third section of third semester, being semester number 2 instead of as shown here. Instrument flight and instrument ground school, and finally commercial flight and commercial ground school, in addition to other of the classes here. And this is the current contact information for our current staff. So we have in Central Campus, Mr. Richard Whitesell, which is our department chair and aviation chief flying instructor. You got the contact information. As they mentioned before, if reaching out on the phone does not work, you can contact on our email. The staff, most of the staff except aerial senders will be typically flying and or off away from the phone just because of the nature of the program. But if reaching on email does not work, which I doubt it, you can also talk to Miss Ariel Sanders. She's our office assistant, and her phone is 254-526-1241. We also have an in-house maintenance mechanic, or aviation mechanic, sorry, and he's the chief mechanic for the program. He has a lot of experience in previously worked in airlines and other flight schools, so he's bringing a lot of high and safety standards to the school as well. And of course, in other staff, other instructors in the field would be Michael Futera. He's the assistant chief flight instructor. He's the person who teaches most of the classes. And then me, Abe Molina. So I'm a full-time flight instructor, and I also teach a few of the classes that you'll be taking in the semesters. And this is faculty, again, the same people. And we have more flight instructors, but they are part-time. We have currently 8. Actually, I correct myself, at 6 part-time instructors in addition to the names that I already shown. So we have plenty of staff to fly with students at the moment. And okay, so as one last thing in aviation, so we also have we sanitize the airplanes in between flights, and if the students decide to wear a mask, we recommend it. If not, it is not mandated. So okay, and this is
yeah. I'm gonna take over.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute
Okay.
here the microphone.
Okay, so how to enroll. You can enroll over the phone or by email, or in the fall, starting in the fall semester, you should be able to come by our building and talk with an advisor. So for new students, you'll talk to our CADE advising team. Here's their email and their phone number. If you come on campus, I think you'll still need to schedule an appointment, but you can come by and get a degree plan for any of these programs that we mentioned today. If you're a returning student, not sure if it's for aviation as well, but for the other CATE Center programs, you can contact your program instructor to re-enroll into your class if you already have a degree plan. And if they're in aviation,
sorry,
yeah.
I want to add. So for the aviation, if you need to take more than one semester to complete a course, and this only applies for the flight courses. The other ones are on a schedule just like any other college classes. But if, let's say, private flight takes you more than a semester, then you just have to request your flight slot for the next semester to the instructor, and that should be sufficient.
And one more thing about the CATE classes also is that for everything except for aviation and automotive, you have to register here at the CATE Center with your instructor or through an advisor. You cannot register online. You can register yourself online with automotive. What about aviation?
So to register would be one of the first requirements to be able to be accepted, let's say, or be allowed to be in the degree program is to have an FAA first class medical, and that's pretty much the only requirement here. If you are an international student, you'll have to go through a TSA background check, if you will, and that's something that you can do online. But as far as any other requirements, there's no other requirements. It's just regulatory requirements from the federal government. That's it, which is the medical, at least a second or first class medical, and the TSA.
Abe, can you answer a question that came in through the chat a while back for us, please?
Sure.
Because I think you can answer it better than anybody here.
Yeah, go ahead, because I have the full screen right now, so I cannot see the chat.
It says we have somebody who's in the Craftsman Trades program, so part of the CATE Center. And in terms of housing, can you explain a little bit how the housing works for the CATE Center? And the only reason I'm asking you is because I know you've worked with the housing office for many years.
So for the, I don't remember exactly how many hours. I think it was 150 hours in a semester, something like that. But there is a specific amount of hours that you will be required to maintain throughout your training period in order to be eligible for the dorm. Now, if you're in the CADE Center, I think, no, I remember correctly. Yeah. So you will be paying per month. So the manager will talk to you and see, okay, let's look at your training period and see how many months you're going to be training, and then you'll pay per month, because it's my understanding that you don't have like a semester established, that you have a different type of schedule. So the students that we had before, I remember having a student that started on the fall semester and didn't finish until the spring semester. So we had to count how many months the person was going to stay here, and then go from there. I think the rate is about $600 or something like that. I don't know if they have gone up or not.
It's because he's asking something pay monthly. It does about $870 sound about right? If it's per month,
I think it's less than that, actually.
Huh?
I think it's less than that.
Okay,
I think it's 870.
I think that's what they told him.
I think it's 870. Yeah.
Okay.
It is 870 now.
And you know what? I think it's because they're doing single room right now for the time being.
Yeah.
Yes, it is the single rooms. I believe it is the 870.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah. His question is since he's paying per month, is that the grand total, will that be prorated to get the typical total tuition?
Yeah.
So it'll be,
yeah, it is prorated.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Mr. Flowers, I hope that answered your question there.
Yes, sir. I think it does. I just wanted to make sure we weren't paying an extra $400 at the end of it. You know, as long as once.
No, they'll prorate it. Don't worry, they won't take your money.
Abe used to work in the dorm. There's an RN before he became an aviation instructor, and that's when he was going to school here. So he's well versed in the dorm life there. So.
All right, sounds good. Thank y'all.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
That's like a really great question. So if anybody else has any questions similar to that, please go ahead and type them into the chat, or let us know so that we can address them. Because this is the perfect time to ask faculty that is familiar with your programs as to what you should expect, and anything that might be in your mind.
All right.
I do have one more question. We signed up for the August 19th, I believe, orientation. Is that not in person? Because we were also planning on him moving in the same day as while we were down there.
Actually, or new student orientation is usually my baby. This time around, I've had a lot of help. Well, I've always had a lot of help. This time it's been more than usual. So yes, it's going to be virtual. And so you are welcome to participate in both. It should be, it will be from 9 to around 11.
Around.
And then afterwards, then you can go ahead and move into to our residence hall.
Okay.
And you're welcome to do it. You could do both the same day.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of people that might be have the same situation where they expect to be able to do both. They may have to do both, so they can still participate in the virtual one in the morning and then move in the afternoon, and that should work out just fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Great question, by the way. All right, any other questions? Because these are really good.
Hey, Luke, any questions on the welding program? I know you're still here and you were talking about welding. So again, if you have any, now's the time.
Yeah, I didn't even know when to leave the chat, but I do have one. What building would it be in?
Welding's in building 253 West.
Yeah, it's in that Kate Center.
I'm gonna throw that in my notes real quick.
Yeah. It'll be all of our buildings are brand new labeled now, so you'll see it say out Kate Center out at the front of the building.
And is the parking nearby there, or is it a while back? Or
Yeah,
where's
there's
that?
parking
Yes.
right in front of the welding program. Yeah. Mhm.
That's a huge parking lot. You said you're unable to read the chat because I just typed in the information. If you could write it down from there, it might be easier. I don't know.
Yeah, and if you come in the mornings, I believe Mr. Edwards will be the instructor there, and then in the afternoons, Mr. Otis will be there.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna be there from 4 to 5 Monday through Thursday.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Aaron Otis should be your instructor.
I think.
Wait, you didn't put it in the chat. Bruce, you made here. I'll type it again.
Oh, I typed
Yeah.
it to you. Sorry.
You sent
Yeah.
it to me directly, so I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
see
I
it.
forgot to
I know,
change
I
the.
kept looking for it to pop up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to change the address on there. Sorry.
Yeah, and all of our like automotive, building trades, diesel, welding, HVAC and even drafting is in building 253. So it doesn't really matter west or east. The whole building is connected. So if you get a little lost, you'll still be in the right building.
Got it.
Okay, I see we
Right.
have some other people in there, in here. This is a great opportunity to get any of those questions answered. Let's see,
Yeah.
where can we find the books that will be required for these courses? And I'm thinking this is Kate.
Yes. The
Mhm.
construction trades.
They should be online. If you go to the bookstore and you type in the course that you're in, it will list all the materials that you need for that class.
Okay, so
And
that's the Central Texas College website will do that.
it's ctcbookstore.com, I believe.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, and then we had one other question. Yes, we have gone
Oh.
over the automotive slideshow yet, but we can certainly talk about it again. So
Yeah.
if you guys don't mind reviewing the automotive program for Brad.
Sure. One more thing about the bookstore. When you go to the bookstore website, and you look up your class, you're gonna look up on the drop down menu where it says campus term. I think it is. Hold on. Not campus term. Select department. It's going to be, hold on. You're doing which one? Carpentry? Craftsman?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can you maybe share your screen?
Who, me? Oh, okay. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me see.
and then we'll come back to automotive. We won't forget that. I just want to make sure. I think it's really important that the students get to see more or less what it's going to look like.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
It's getting there.
Okay. So
Got it.
fall. So you'll go up here where it says textbooks
Mhm.
and you'll click buy. And then you'll go to your term, which is fall 2021, and then your department, which is going to be, where is it? Looking for iTech
I
somewhere.
think I think it said Craftsman.
Yeah, it's not. It's like different. It's different for us. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Accounting, biology. Maybe I'm blind.
So you guys can see that
No,
it's not
Kate
just
Center. It's this one. This one. Sorry. See, even I get confused. It's the Kate Center when you click your campus. I knew there was something tricky. That's why I wanted to show you. When you select your campus term, you're not going to select the regular one. You're going to click Kate Center. And then you'll be able to pick all of our programs here. So building trades, even though it's called Craftsman's Trades now, it's still in the system as building trades.
Okay.
So you'll click on these. So the first part of your course would either say CBFM or CRPT, and you just click that one and pick your course.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
all
Hey,
right.
there's a question in regards to aviation in the chat.
Can we go back to automotive before we get to aviation real quick?
Okay.
Because I don't want to forget the. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes. So for automotive, the classes that we're offering are lecture based. We have a stackable certificate. So you start at the level 1 certificate and you work your way up from level 1, level 2, and then your associate's degree. So we have a basic automotive technician level 1. Then you have your automotive systems specialist, and then your level 2, which is your automotive technician, and then you can continue on to get your associates of applied science. Next slide. So for the fall classes, they are lecture-based, limited seats. So you have to go on WebAdvisor to register for your classes. And you can, when you start picking out your classes, you'll see some have prerequisites. So you have to take the introduction class with an additional class for the fall semester. And then you can kind of break down what classes to take after you take the introduction to automotive. And then these classes will start August 23rd, is it? What is it? When our fall semester starts?
It's the 23rd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
23rd.
23rd.
Yeah, so that's when these classes will start.
And
And
let me
then,
just emphasize with Bobby that these classes are not self-paced like some of the other K core classes, or K classes. So just Brad, so you know, these are not self-paced. These are actual lecture with assigned times and that kind of thing. So,
yeah.
I understand that.
great.
And then the social distancing will be enforced. Face masks are recommended, but they're not required. And we'll definitely be doing proper sanitation of tools and equipment while the cohorts of students come in and out. And then your instructor will be Mr. Benny Boyd. His email is bboyd@ctcd.edu, and his phone number is 254-526-1334. He is the instructor for our CTC automotive courses. And right now we're currently on a fall break. So the easiest way to get a hold of him will probably be through email. But we come back August 16th. So if you do want to come up here and meet with him, all of our instructors will be back on the 16th.
So on the 16th, there's no issue with coming up to the Kate Center and speaking with someone to make
Correct.
sure that I'm on the right path. Because I know
Yes,
during
yes.
the summer, it seemed as if everything had to be done either virtual or you had to set up a meeting or some sort.
Yeah, so if you want to talk to an advisor, I think they're still doing it by meetings, but if you want to talk to your instructor, he will be here from 1 to 10 p.m. So you can come on into the Kate Center and see him directly if you
Okay.
wanted to, get a feel for it and take a tour of the lab or something.
Yes.
We
Okay.
also have our department assistant, Miss Jamie Payne. So if he's not here, Mr. Boyd, she will be here, and she can also help guide you and make sure your schedule and everything looks good. And she will be here, and you can walk into her office as well. And she's from 7:30 to 5:30.
Okay, that's on second. Yes, because that's exactly what I wanted to was make sure that the schedule that I did, because I pretty much had zero assistance
Yeah,
in
you just
building it.
picked it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would, just come up here and see Miss Payne or Mr. Boyd, and they can help you with that.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. And I see A's pulled up the aviation screen, so A, why don't you walk the gentleman Stefan through it?
So over here we have the presentation had the previous setup, but the only change was that the second and first years, second semester and first semester were in a different order. So now this is a current one. So we suggest that in your first semester you sign up for, again, you have to sign up per regulation to the private pilot ground school, and then you can also do private flight at the same time, but you cannot begin private flight without having private pilot ground school, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just trying to verify because I already did like the online ones I could do, like the propulsion systems, aviation meteorology, and aircraft science. But
Okay.
waiting on getting my my class 2 flight medical certificate.
Medical.
Get that out of the way. But I haven't started or enrolled yet. I was just trying to figure out what I should take first, or if combined. So private flight and private or private pilot
Ground school.
Okay.
Yeah, you will take them combined. So again, just as you said, make sure you have your second class or first class medical, and then just submit it to Miss Ariel Sanders.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
We had another question come in. The person in the Craftsman Trades, Jace, signed up for classes starting on August 30th, but he wants to revise that to August 23rd since he will be moving in on the 19th. Will that be possible for him to change his schedule from the 30th to the 23rd? And if so, how will he go about doing that?
From what I know in the past, it's probably easier to keep the schedule the way you have it, just because of, I think, since you're doing housing and it's, billed differently, I think, than like financial aid or VA. It might be easier just to stick with it, but I'm not sure. I'm not the expert on that. Does anybody else know?
I was going to say to check with that advisor in that Kate Centers that in that department. Is that Veronica?
Yeah. Definitely contact the advisors in the Kate Center. That way they can verify how you're paying for your classes, make sure that it's not going to affect that in any way. Because that's one of the reasons that a lot of people get into trouble is changing classes. Even you don't see it so much in the Kate Center, but you see it in the regular college side, in the regular credit class side. If you're using VA or some sort of financial aid and you change the classes, that can affect your financial aid. So we want to make sure that you're not going to end up having a bigger issue by changing the start date. Versus leaving it the same. So definitely I would say talk to your academic advisor, which would be, you can contact Ms.
Veronica.
Martin.
I'll put it, yeah,
Oh,
Veronica.
yeah, okay. I was just doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Charlotte.
So definitely contact her, and just make sure that it's not gonna be a bigger problem. If it's not gonna be an issue, she'll tell you exactly what to do or how to do it. But we just don't want you to be in a situation where things are going to get more complicated if it's not necessary.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
What else?
Daniel,
You guys are having
Conrad,
awesome
any other
questions.
questions from you guys? We haven't heard from you guys yet. So.
No questions from me, if you can hear me.
Yes, we
Yes,
can. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't have any questions.
All right, you good to go?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate you, buddy.
Anybody else? This is your time. This is a great opportunity. Like I said, you talk to the faculty, ask these really great questions. And we have a lot of people in here that have different various backgrounds that can help answer a lot of the questions, even if it's not specific to your classes. But there are a lot of individuals that might be able to answer some of them. So thank you.
Oh, I have one more thing to say
Go ahead.
about to Mr. Grimes about his automotive. Our department assistant is here now, so you don't have to wait until the 16th to talk to her if you wanted to come by.
Oh,
That
okay.
way, yeah, that way it gives you a little bit more time in case some, we need to switch stuff around. But she's here now, but Mr. Boyd won't be back until the 16th, but she's here if you want to come by and talk to her.
And what hours?
7 Monday through Thursday, Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 5:30, and on Fridays, 7:30 to 11:30.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
put
Well, I got
her,
time to come out today.
yeah, and I put her contact info in there. Jamie Payne, 526-1399, building 253 East, room
You put it
1.
in the chat. You said?
Yes.
Okay. And the this is more of like a VA type question. How can I, because I tried to do everything very early so I can catch any issues if they arise. But how do I verify that um,
It went
that
through.
everything went through and everything is great? Because all I've gotten, the latest I've got, I should say, is your VA
Your
application is
VEC.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's processing. It'll be processing the order that it was received.
You
And
should be able to go back. Did you do your veterans enrollment certificate on
yes,
eForms? So
yes,
you can go in there back into your eForms and look at the history of that form, and it'll tell you if it's ended or pending.
Okay.
And if it's ended, then you should be good to go. And if you want to verify it, you can call our Kate Center veterans representative there. His name is Daniel Reyes, and I'll put it in the chat. But you can call him just to verify and make sure that everything was processed okay.
okay, okay.
So do you remember how to get back into your eForms?
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, so once you go in there, you'll be able to see, here, let me share my screen real quick. I think I can do it. Let's see. Oh, can I share my screen, Marcel? Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
I really quick, we just Bobby's gonna share that, but we just wanna let you guys know that while she's pulling it up, we are gonna have an open house this Saturday, the 14th, from 9 to 2. And everybody is welcome to come on that day. And we are going to have representatives from most of the basically all of the departments. So that may also be another option for you to contact and meet some of the faculty from your department and be able to actually have more of a hands-on opportunity. We're going to have a presentation at 9 o'clock in the morning. And if you sign up for it, the first 100 people to sign up and show up before 9 a.m. Will get a t-shirt. So please, 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 hey, that's why we have to do that, you can go to ctcd.edu/open-house, or you can just use your phone and do a
I
QR code
lost you.
right there, and then we can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, and there will be some industrial tech demonstrations going on. So for you guys, might want to. That's a great chance to meet one of your instructors possibly, or tour the facility itself. So that might be a golden opportunity before classes start to do that. And also, aviation is going to have some things out at the hangar at the Skylark Airport hangar out there. So for aviation students, you can meet Abe in person and see the flight runs and that kind of stuff, and tour the facility out there as well. So great chance to do that. And one more thing before we get back to that, if there's any other new students here online, and you'd not attend the new student orientation on the 5th, we'll have a second one on August 19th, where you'll get some more information about advising, applying, and all that fun information that you need to be successful here at CTC. So there's the link to the new student orientation. You can sign up. But if you signed up, if you did the first one, you don't have to do the second one. This is just a makeup kind of thing. If you missed it, if you need more information about overall CTC policies and functions and academic and student services available.
Bobby, you ready? Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Yes, please. We've put a
Oh.
lot of effort in bringing everybody here, so please go ahead and do so.
Where am I?
Okay, so for your e-forms, all you have to do is
Bobby,
log back in. Yeah.
just make sure you're not showing something you
Right.
shouldn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when you're logging back in, you'll go right here where it says activity, and you'll click on that, and then all the forms that you submitted, your VEC will be there on the side. And when you click on a form, you'll go, this one's just a blank form. So when you click on it, at the very, 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 very bottom right here, it'll say history, and you can just click history and see where that form is, your VEC form.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, Bobby. That's the best we've ever shown something like that so far, since Bruce and I have been doing these. So thank you.
That was smooth. That was
It was
smooth.
smooth. Yeah. All right. So any other questions from anybody else? You guys have had some really great questions, and I hope that you know, maybe it's helping other people that are watching this to be able to get a better grasp of what to expect. So chime in. And then Bob.
I'm sorry, I was just going to say we had this issue come up in the virtual info session, so I wanted to share this with some of you, especially Daniel, Jace, Luke, Stefan, Conrad, any of the students that are out there. If you want to assistance with paying for school, we'll have a financial aid session tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook. But the financial aid director is encouraging everyone to apply for this American Rescue grant. You can get up to $2,000 to pay for school, tuition, books, housing. It can help pay for food, your childcare costs, or whatever that you need. So there's the link to it, and if you'll go online and just apply for it, $2,000 free dollars, folks. $2,000 free dollars we're giving away just for you to go to school here. So something to think about. So take it for what it is.
Heck yeah.
And not very often that we give away free money. So
Seriously. So
and if you
definitely
use it
take
to make a
advantage
car
of.
payment, nobody will be the wiser. So
So
Sounds good.
anybody else? Questions? See, this is where you guys participating in these little events, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you're getting way more information than some of your other student companions that are not doing these things. And then you're going to have all this information, and then later on they'll be like, wait, why did you get that and I didn't? Because you participated, right?
At
So
that
this is,
one-on-one.
yeah.
exactly.
So definitely, I hope that you see the benefit. These can be sometimes, maybe some people find them a little tedious, but we do try to give you a lot of information so that you get the most up to date and basically the best that we have to offer for you. So we try to be the best at what we can and give you the best opportunity to be successful, which is really what ultimately we all want. All right. Anybody else? While you're all thinking, anybody?
Oh, I just had one more question.
Sure.
All right, so in regards to aviation, it's the ground school and the private flight are both located at the Skylark Field, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure. I was like, do you know like where I would go specifically?
You mean the address?
Yeah.
Okay, so top it out right here. It is 1315 Stone Tree Drive.
Okay. Got it.
Killeen, Texas.
All right. Thank you very much. And
No problem.
Are you familiar with that area, Stefan?
Vaguely.
Okay, it's right off Veterans Memorial Boulevard. That's probably the easiest way to get there, Veterans Memorial Boulevard. It's one of the main streets, or not quite a highway anymore, but it's right up there.
Okay, I'll do some.
And you'll see the Stone Tree Golf Club and the aviation hangars there, and just follow the winding road, and you'll see a big CTC sign in front of the building there.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was I think I was asking there. I was like, am I looking for a CTC sign, or what am I looking for?
Yeah, I think it's still big red letters out there, Abe. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's still there. And if you like Google Maps, you can type that. You can type Central Texas College Aviation, and it should take you right there.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
You got it, sir.
Luke, did you have a question too? Because I kind of noticed you might want to say something.
Yeah, I was thinking about what I'm saying. I don't know yet.
Think about it.
We got time.
So I was wondering, so my classes will start on August 30th, I believe. So how many hours can I run a day? Like, can I run all morning and afternoon through it, Monday through Thursday, or am I going to get limited out on it?
What program are you in?
The welding.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you can, on paper, your schedule is, are you using VA or financial aid?
No, I don't think so.
Self-pay?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So on paper, you have your schedule, but you can stay longer if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you can stay however many, you can stay to 8 to 10 if you wanted to.
And do I bring my own equipment like gloves and shirts, or is that not an option?
I would reach out to your instructor, Mr. Otis, and ask him if he want, if you want to bring those things. I think they're part of your instructional materials. But they should have stuff for you there as well. But I think they prefer you to bring your own if you have it already.
Okay, I just got
You're
I have an okay helmet. I don't know if it does arc for like on stick, but I think it goes up to a 14-degree lens.
Yeah, they'll definitely have the PPE for you there if you need it. Yeah.
Got it.
the main thing I think from what I've every time I've talked to anybody from welding and from the Kate Center in general, but specifically welding, is that the first time you go there, make sure you have closed-toed shoes, long shirts, long sleeve shirt, and long pants. Make sure that you have that at minimum, because then the first time after you go there, that first class, they're going to explain to you everything that you're going to need and what you should be prepared for. If you have something, if it's going to work for what you're going to do or not. And what else you need to purchase. But the one thing you have to have is closed-toed shoes, long pants, and long sleeve shirts.
Got it. So I just need the shirts then. So also for boots, like, do I need anti-shocks or what?
I'm not sure about that. I would say that, like I said, just make sure that the first day you have at least those 3 components. And then if you can come to open house, I'm pretty sure we're having something with welding, and you can ask specifics, or you can contact your professor. But we don't. Bobby Shaw is look at me. Bobby Waddle is not specific to welding. She knows the program in general, but she can tell you about her program and all the specifics, just like Abe can tell you about aviation and all the specifics, but we're not 100% sure with welding, so we don't want to lie to you.
Okay, because I've done a few emails about it and no one could ever clarify the entire answer until I show up.
It's basically gonna be that. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But if you have the chance to come, I don't know if you're going to have the chance or not, but if you have the chance of coming out on the 12th, please do so, because then there'll be some faculty there specific to the program that can give you more guidance.
Okay, now on 12th, what day or what time will I need to show up when y'all do the welding part of it?
I want to say that they're going
Ours
to be
is
from 10 to
10 to 1.
to 1.
Yes, I'll probably just show up around 9 or something.
Yeah, that'd be good to get the initial orientation. Luke, if you want, I put my email address in the chat there. If you want to send me an email at some point with your email address, I will find out about the shoes for you.
Okay, well, I have this Wolverine Rancher just boots. They're steel toe, wide toe, and then they're shock absorbents.
I think you would be good to go.
Yeah, they usually last for about a year or two. Last time I had it, I had just a piece of metal just cut to the toe, and I had to get a new pair. But
Oh yeah, I would think so. But yeah, if you have any other questions about like that, then you can email me and I will find out from somebody down there, and I can get back to you before Saturday, hopefully, and we'll try for that. But definitely, if you can, make it to the open house, because that's a great opportunity to meet and kind of tour the facility. But if you have burning questions prior to, I'll be more than happy to try and find out for you.
yeah, my schedule might be a little too busy for that, but I'll try to get there because that might help me out quite a bit.
Okay, and if you can't, like I said, jot down my email address and I'll and send me a question or whatever you need, and I'll get the response for you.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm gonna head out.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate you.
All right. Anybody else have any questions? Comments? Thoughts?
Nope.
Okay. Well, if not, can we just kind of do you know, like a last minute wrap up and just, I'm just gonna ask if, you know, Abe and Bobby can just last nugget of wisdom before we sign off.
Yeah. So, yeah. So all of our programs, we're open. We're ready for you for the fall. We can't wait to see you guys. Come to the open house. It's going to be a lot of fun. All of our programs are going to have different hands-on demonstrations for you guys to take a look at. Building trades, welding, everybody. And just remember, all of our programs are self-paced except for automotive. And then, you know, aviation and drafting, but you can start on any Monday beginning August 16th. And most of our programs are open 1 to 10. Welding's open 8 to 10. And graphics and printing is open 10 to 8.
I guess we're also going to have our open house on the 14th, same times as everyone else. And we're going to pull out couple of airplanes and just kind of demonstrate what we normally do in a regular operations day and allow you to take pictures, you know, take a look inside. And additionally, the classes begin on the 23rd. Normally, in the first day of classes, and even if you don't start the semester, even if you start in a different semester, just make sure to reach out to either Rick, Mike, or myself, and to request your flight slot. What we call is basically your schedule for flying, because by registering to class, it doesn't mean that you have your time slot already reserved. Like you have your spot reserved, but we need to still talk to you because your class schedule changes per semester. So we got to make sure that we can fit that in your schedule as well. So, and if you have any questions, just reach out to us and we'll be very happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Awesome. Last minute, anybody else? Going once, going twice? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. You have had amazing questions and amazing comments. So we really want to say thank you to you. Thank you to our professors who have taken time, especially Professor Waddle, who is technically not here, but she came in just for you guys.
I
And
love you guys. Woo woo.
yes.
Students number 1.
Yeah.
The Kate Center and Aviation, we're like basically the best departments here, okay?
I agree with
that. So, and then everybody else who is supporting this and who has been supporting this, we have definitely, I know I'm really grateful to all of you for helping and making sure that this is successful. So thank you. There's a whole bunch of people behind, even the ones that you see, that have been working really hard to make this happen. So thank you. The next one we have will be for the career clusters. We will have tomorrow.
The art
Yeah.
humanities.
We have STEM at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
We have STEM at 1 o'clock
STEM.
and then
Art humanities
at
and
3
media.
o'clock.
Yes. So for those of you that are joining us through either Facebook or Discord, Twitch, please join in tomorrow or tune in tomorrow, and then we will keep talking about our career clusters. I hope everybody that can will come on the 14th to our open house, and
you get free lunch. You get a hot dog, chips, and water.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Also tomorrow, if any of you guys are looking for a different way to pay for school, we'll have a WebEx session on financial aid, including the different grants, the one that I mentioned with the free $2,000. So you can tune in tomorrow on Facebook at 10 o'clock, and our financial aid director will be sharing some information on how to apply for grants and other information about financial aid, if that's a concern for you or an interest. So tune in tomorrow at 10.
Thursday, and don't we have on Thursday also?
Yes, if you're a military veteran, we have a Veteran Services WebEx at 10 o'clock on Thursday. So, Mr. Grimes, if that's of interest to you, to make sure you get all your military education benefits squared away or questions answered, tune in on Facebook at 10 o'clock on Thursday, August 12th, this Thursday.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, thank you, everybody. I hope that everybody has a fabulous day, and we'll see you around campus soon. Thank you.
Take care,
Hey,
everybody.
one question.
Bye.
One question. Sorry.
Yes.
We are on Facebook.
Oh, CTC Facebook, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Central Texas College Facebook page.
You can still join us. Don't worry. If you go to one of our links, you're welcome to join every single one of these. We would love to have you and participate.
Yeah, an easy link, if you go to the CTC website and then click on About CTC under News, you click on that, there's a whole event schedule there, and just click on the Veteran Services link for that WebEx series on August 12th, and you'll be right there.
Awesome. Oh,
Cool.
love it. All right, everybody. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Flowers family. Hope you all are
Bye.
good. Daniel, take care. Conrad,
Bye.
Stefan, you guys. Stefan, we'll look for you out the Aviation sometime soon because I'll be out there taking pictures, so I'll look for you.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, see you.
I don't see the stop sharing. Oh, Charlotte, you need to give me back the host. You logged in from a different device.
You want to say hi to Bruce real fast?
Yeah, I dropped and then had to go back.
Say hi.
Hey, Bruce. Jeremiah answered about the boots.
Yes.
He said
Oh,
those boots
guys,
are awesome.
we're still live.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured
We're
those
still
boots would
live.
work for him, so.
Guys, we're still live. Real quick. ID Charlotte to make me a host again.
He said those boots are so cool. He's going to add them to his